When can you offer people free shipping? Is it when they spend $50 or $70? Like you always have to think about that because at the end of the day, I start seeing like 100 people came to your website, 50 people added things into the cart, and then only 5 people actually checked out. So you have to start thinking, okay, what's going on? Why those 45 people not checking
Guys,
out?
I'm one of those people I can put $200 worth of stuff in my car. I think shipping is $5. I'm like, this is not worth
Exactly.
it.
And I mean, I'm on the same page with you too. Like that should like I don't know. So yeah, think about strategies like that to make sales happen. So I do have the free shipping for when you spend $50.
Welcome back to the Art Led Power Couple channel. My name is Ola.
And I'm Shami.
And we've got a nice, wonderful session for y'all today.
Yes.
Introduce?
Yes. So we have a very wonderful guest today. Her name is Okweljo of Orire Organics. And a lot of things in our channel that we talk about is just basically building yourself, whether it's in your relationship, in your lifestyle, and your finances.
Right.
And one of the ways to build yourself in your finances is to have multiple streams of income. And so we want to showcase a small business owner that we have the opportunity to know. We actually went to high school together. And we just want to ask her some questions and have an interview with her that you all may be able to benefit from and also learn about her business.
Perfect. So no pressure, Okwe. We're glad to have you. Hey, young shall grow, right? So we're glad to have you, see your development, and we definitely want to learn more from you and grow together. Okay.
All right. So do you want to go ahead and just say a few words and introduce yourself?
All right. So my name is Okwe Ojo, or I tell people OP Ojo, but it's Okwe. I have a small business. It's called Orire Organics, and it's a natural and organic skin and hair care product. So I make everything is natural and everything is handmade, and organic products, and also for kids.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so we're just going to jump right into our questions. If you see me looking down, guys, it's because I'm trying to look at my phone and look at the questions that we had ready for today. Oh, you have them. All right. So the first question, and that's the question that everybody asks usually, is why did you decide to start this business?
Okay, so background story about why I'm doing what I'm doing. Before I had my baby, like I've known about like trying to be more health conscious and using natural stuff and organic products. So before my baby, like it's expensive. So like I would dabble in maybe 1 or 2 natural and organic products. So like your laundry detergents or maybe your toothpaste and things like that. And then your diet.
Sure.
So trying to eat more healthy and not be consuming processed food. And then the moment I gave birth to my baby, I knew I wanted her to use all natural things. So I went on the internet searching for natural and organic products, and then I found this lady. It's a Black-owned business. She lives in Florida, so she sells this handmade organic skin butter cream for babies, but then it was quite expensive, like a little bit expensive. So after buying for, I think maybe a few months, then I started thinking, this is probably something I can make myself, right? Because I know what goes in there, butter, cocoa butter, mango butter. And then my husband was always the one that's like, oh, yes, you can do it, go for it.
Yeah.
So
the benefits of getting married, y'all.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe I should, because then, the price for one can probably be making maybe 5, right? So I'm like, this will be an awesome business model for me to go into. Like, I know I want to use it. My baby wants to use it. And then that will also save me money. So I started making the product for my baby and then also for my husband and for myself as well. And then after a while, again, my husband was like, if you want to do this and sell to other people, you should probably think about it. But then the thing about it is I'm in school as well. So it's a little bit, it's a lot, but then.
It's got to be tough. Absolutely.
Yeah. But I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me offer this to everyone else because it's natural again. Organic, it's good for your skin. Instead of you putting all these harmful chemicals and things like that on your skin, that's natural, right? So Why? So it started from me doing this for my family, and then scaling up to offer the product to other people as well. So yeah.
Nice.
How many years ago was that?
Oh, that was so my baby was born in 20. Called this 2018. So
Okay.
so I started making them like around that period of time, but then I started selling them last year, like earlier last year, but then I decided to make my website and go live around fall of last year.
Okay, awesome.
And I also love, and follow up to that. I mean, I love the brand name, right? You call it Orire, right? Maybe you can help others understand, why you chose that for your business.
Oh, that's a good question. So, in case people don't know, like you guys don't know me, who we are. I'm Christian. And my husband also is also Christian. So before we had our first baby, there was a moment where we were talking, like we didn't even know we were pregnant, and this was like, my husband was like, I think the name of our baby will be Orire, like, and like it just came up with that like randomly. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. So we have Orire, and that would be the name of the baby. But then Orire is like sounds more manly, like for a guy's name. So, so we found out the sex of the baby was, it's a girl. So we couldn't use it for her, but we still kept Orire. And by the way, the meaning of Orire means good edge, so good destiny.
Wow.
Like good things.
Right.
So we kept that name, and then when I was thinking of what can I use for this, like what can be my company, like my business name, and then I was like, you know what, Orire is good. It's African, it's like it goes back to your roots, and then biblical, prayerful aspect of it. So, and it has a good background story to it. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. Orire Organics, yeah.
Right.
Man, I love it.
I know, and
that's amazing.
especially your business is a baby. So whenever like God put that in you guys' heart, He's probably like, this is not the baby they're thinking, but I know the plans that I have for you.
That's a good, thanks for saying that. That's a good one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll jump into the next question. So do you consider this as a side hustle or an actual corporate business type thing?
It's a registered business actually.
Oh, okay.
Through like governmental registration. So it's registered with the state of Indiana, which is where I am in. Do have to pay taxes and do all that paperwork, and also collect taxes, right? So it's a registered.
Good.
So
clean up the Sam. Right.
Yeah. So I'm not. It's not a side hustle in a way. It's an actual business, and then once I start making money and I start putting more time into this, I'm gonna like I think they call it trademark the name that way that can use that. But now it's within my state, yeah.
Right. I'm sure you watch a lot of Shark Tank and stuff, right?
And let me just help you guys that are watching that might not know the difference between a side hustle and a business. A business could be a side hustle, but a lot of people, they reference a side hustle as something that they do in addition to their main source of income. And so like, I know when I was in college, if anybody knows me, I used to I had this business, it wasn't a business, it was a side hustle, it wasn't registered, called Shamelicious Accessories. And I used to make all sorts of things just because I needed something to supplement me while I was in school. So that's completely different from something that's, registered, you're paying taxes and things like that. And there's benefits to both. But, when you are actually a business owner, the tax benefits are a lot more than if it's just a side hustle.
Very good. Very good. Okay. We have other questions, so we'll quickly go along to the next one.
Okay. Let's talk about your products that you offer. So I'll show you guys that are watching some of the products that I already have. I'm not as good of a mother as she is because I wasn't thinking about. I wasn't thinking about organics. I had my first kid January of 2018 as well, and he was using everything under the sun. Yeah. But once I saw her products in terms of hair, I've had natural hair for a while now, so I was like, let me try this out. So I started using the, let me grab it here for you guys. I started using the hair growth, it's a whipped hair cream. And then I also have the hair growth oil. And I'm sure she'll have some that she's gonna be able to show you. So I was using them for myself, but once I started to like the feel on myself, I started using it on my kids' hair, not knowing that she had a whole line for kids as well. So when I had my second baby in 2019, he had really sensitive skin. So I'm like, let me reach out to her. And anybody that knows her, or if you get to know her once you start ordering from her website, she like treats every customer like you're the only thing she has time for right now. She's like, what do you need? What, and like the one I ordered for my son's skin the first time, she sent me like 2 different things to try. You know, if this doesn't work, you know, try this one instead. And that's so important when you're like buying from somebody in a business, because you want somebody that actually cares about what they do and what you're getting, as opposed to somebody that's just looking about, okay, how much money can I make?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
So yeah,
That's really nice. Yeah.
no, it's great to feel like, you know, your customer service is about the customer.
Right.
So
Yeah,
so that's
that's really something I'm trying to work on, because me personally as a customer, that's how I want to be treated. So I try to do the same thing to other people. So for example, now if I mail out something, I tend to put like free gift in there, because I like.
Oh yeah, I haven't even brought that one up, but we'll probably circle back to that, because I kind of stole your thunder there with your product. So if you want to talk to us about your product, the product that you have.
Yeah, so I'm glad you like the hair growth product you showed earlier. That's my old, so I've actually improved on things. So that's yeah. So that's
I have the new one, but I haven't finished this one.
okay.
I ordered the new one already, but it's just sitting there because I'm like, when this one is done, I'm gonna open the new packaging and everything.
So like this is the new jar and the new label, and everything I make it myself, right? So the label I have to make myself, and then it's done by me. But then of course I have to like source out for the container, and then I buy that from where I get it from. So these are the new design and the new look. So I have stuff for your body. I have for the skin, body butter. So that's the body butter is the body cream for your skin, and then the hair butter. It's all natural again. There's body scrub. There's body oil, hair oil for hair growth. Really all sorts of things actually. And then for kids, there's kids tend to have like dry skin or maybe eczema skin, so I have some of that as well. So yeah.
I think I also have the scrub. I have the bar soap she started using. I have a lot more than I thought that I had because every time you order something, she throws in a free gift or some kind. And the last time I just got a whole bunch of goodies, like food-wise. So I can't guarantee you that, but in terms of bonus products, that is definitely usually something for you to try when she sends a package out.
Yeah.
And I mean, looking at the package, I saw the first time I saw the products, I was like, oh, okay, these are for the kids. Next thing you know, I was taking some of the coconut oil that they were using for their hair. So, hey,
like, what's this? Can I use it? I said, just use it.
So I started feeling good too. So,
my husband is also like a believer.
Good.
He's also on his beard and his skin. So,
Nice.
To have someone supporting you and using
good.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to jump to the next question.
I'll take this one. So as on your course of your business, how do you advertise your business in this day and age, especially this pandemic? How do you advertise?
Yeah, good question. So I have to give it like a brief background. So like I said earlier, still in school. So I'm in grad school, so it's quite busy for me, and then the kid is on the side, and then I have my husband there as well, so there's family responsibilities and everything. So I
have to cook.
Cooking and cleaning, like it's too much. So I tend I see the potential for where this business can go, but it's not there yet. I don't have the time for it to get there. So I don't want a situation whereby I'm getting like hundreds of orders a day. Like I'm not gonna have time to be able to handle that, right? So I'm doing things in a way that I can, I'm gonna be able to accommodate it. So when it comes to doing advertisement and things like that, so at the beginning, like I had to get the word out there. So again, it's beyond just your family members using your products. It's beyond your aunties and uncles. Like you need to get the word out there. So what I did in terms of that is there's Google Ads. So you can go on Google and create ads for your businesses. And then there's also Facebook ad. There's, all these different social media. So you can go on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So at the beginning, I believe I did Google ads, and then I also did quite a few Facebook ads. And then from there, another thing I did was I did like a social media campaign where I sent my products to social media influencers. So, and because I don't have that much, I would just say like revenue or money on me. So it was more of, I cannot pay you, but I can give you my product for free for you to talk about it, like for you to use it anyways.
Right.
Like it, can you share with your followers? And then maybe they will buy it and I'll give you like a coupon code. So that's what I did at the beginning. And then now I'm not doing too many of that again because of my time. So whenever I know that I'm gonna have a big chunk of open time that I can do things, I tend to do more ads on social media. That way I can get more orders in. But then when I know I don't have the time, then you probably notice I'll go more quiet on my social media. I don't want too many things going on. So for example, now my Black Friday sales was crazy. So I've been busy, and then this week I've just been so quiet on social media. I haven't been there since Monday. I mean, I go there to go reply messages and things, but I'm just not advertising things. So there's a lot of options for advertisement. So you can use people for your ads, as well as using all these different platforms to do your advertisements. And as I'll say is I have my products in different grocery stores, and there's some here in Indy. So people also talk. So sometimes I'll get people, oh, this auntie told me about your products, and then another one calling me. So
that's lovely.
It gets quite. So yeah.
Wow.
So I guess that's one of the good things about being a business owner. You can scale up and down as you need, because based on your time, until you get to the point where you're hiring employees and stuff like that, and it's no longer just dependent on you.
Yes.
I think another important thing to that is there's also a market for it, right?
Yeah.
There's a big market for it. So it seems like you're able to scale it because there's a market at any time. So you're able to manage your schedule, and you'll still have a customer base when you're able to.
I believe they said it's I'm not say billion, at least I'll say it's $1 million industry, natural skincare. So because I remember when I started going live with my website and everything, when you're searching for something, Google Ads start following you around with whatever you're looking for. So I started seeing a lot of businesses similar to mine. So I'm like, oh, everybody's doing this thing. I don't know. But even if you see 1 million people doing something, that doesn't mean there's no space for you, right? So there's
right.
Yeah, there's always space for you. There's space for whatever it is that you have to offer. So yeah.
Right.
And I should have brought that up in the beginning, because everyone that's watching this right now, if you have something in your heart that is a need, if you need something, then somebody else probably needs it too. Yes. I know, for us with our YouTube channel, every time we start to record something, I'm like, would you watch this? And if we say no, okay, probably don't make this video, but we want to make sure that, if you have anything that you'd be like, man, if I had something like this, would be really good. That's a business idea. If you're not really sure where to start, that's a really good place to start.
Yeah. And I mean, just like what you just said now, there's a lot of people doing YouTube, right? There's quite a few people out there.
Very saturated, yeah.
Well, what you guys are bringing to the table is very much to you guys, right? So, and that, by the way, I always tune in, I'm watching, I'm listening and everything. So yeah, just have something to offer. Don't give up, just push forward, really.
Exactly.
Thank you for your support. And yes, we have to differentiate ourselves. All right. So
do you feel like you are succeeded, and what do you attribute to your success?
Yeah, like that was one of the questions I was thinking of. Like, how would I really define success? Because right now I'm putting money into something, and of course, yeah, I'm making sales and everything, but I'm not at that point where I can say it's like very profitable. But I know there's a prospect for that, right? I know where the business can go, but because of some factors around me right now, it's not there. So I'll say yes, it's succeeding. Like I'm not having any, there's no major failures or anything like that. But of course, there are some lessons I'm learning along the way. But
Mhm.
so yeah, it's succeeding. And then if you talk about what would I aspire, what was the second question? Like
Attribute the what do
yeah,
you attribute the success to?
um I'll say God.
I love it. Exactly.
Yeah, I'll say it's God. But I'm not where I want this to be now for now, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to where I want it to be, but it's just gonna take some time. Right now it's just me, right? But I want to get to a place where I'm hiring people, right? I'm empowering other people
Yes.
out there to talk to people about natural skin products and hair products. So just like a quick segue into that. So another reason why I really wanted to do this natural and organic skin and hair care thing is I think it was about maybe 8 years ago I actually went natural as well with my hair. And after using relaxer for the past, I don't even know how old am I now, like for the past 20 years, I'm like, you know what? And then reading up about it and knowing that, okay, it's not nice for you. It's dangerous. You're putting this chemical in your scalp and it's actually, it's getting into your into your skin in some way, right? So then I stopped that. But then at the same time, you have like this sometimes hard and tough hair. So it's hard for you to manage. You don't know what you need to use. So that's one thing I want to incorporate into my business where I'm also doing like education. So educating because I get a lot of moms calling me, oh, my baby's here, it's too hard though, like hold the gun, like sorry, I'm Yoruba. So I'm like, and then I tell them, and then I tell them like, what shampoo are you using? Because if you're using all this Johnson and Johnson, all this different shampoo, they're not made for your Afro baby. Gonna make it tougher. So we need to like look into the things you're using, and then when it comes to the cream you're putting on your baby's hair, like what kind of cream, what kind of oil. So I want to make this business where I'm giving you the products you can use, but at the same time I'm giving you the resources, right? Education.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So we're succeeding, and we'll get it.
Great. That's the right energy there. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go to the next question. Do you actually currently use any like professional services? So, attorney, accountant, all this other stuff, right? At this stage.
Good. The answer is no. But yeah, it's no for now, but that's definitely something I'm gonna have to look into in the future. So when it comes to accounting and bookkeeping, I'm doing everything on my own, but I'm seeing how I'm going to be needing someone else to be doing that work for me. But for now, again, it's at a point where it's still manageable for me. I'm like very behind right now. Like I need to do some bookkeeping, but I haven't had the chance to do any of that. So I don't have a lawyer either, but if it's something I need in the future, that's definitely something I can get. But like some of the things you need to do, so for like your business registration or like you don't, like some people think they need lawyers or you need somebody to do that for you. You really don't. Just go on the website and then go to your state's website and then find where you can go for your business registration and just follow the instructions, right? So you don't need to be paying. I think a lady was telling me, someone was asking her to bring $500 to register business.
Oh wow!
Into the first century. No!
I'm like, that's ridiculous. I mean, I was like, to be quite honest, I was not thinking, this is a business idea. Or let me tell you. And it's like, oh yeah, sure, let's do it. Like it's always like, oh yeah, sure, maybe you can do it. Let's go for it. So the lady now came to me. I'm like, I can do this for you for free. So I did, help her
You could have charged $100 at least.
No. Well, I mean, she gave me tip or whatever at the end. Though.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
just didn't. Yeah. So I was surprised about that. So no, you don't. I mean, you don't need lawyer for some things, but when it gets to the point, you might start like if people start suing you for a product.
Oh yeah.
Like that, that things like that could happen. So that's where you have to start thinking about what are the things I need to put in place. So maybe having insurance on your product. That way, when people sue you, and then anything else that you need to do. But right now, I do not. But it's probably something I might need to get into later on in the future. So.
And I know another big thing for us, because we're learning every day, is about tax, right? Filing taxes as our business, or we get into other ventures,
yes,
become a concern. So is that something that you currently do still handle yourself, or is that already at a stage where you need professionals' involvement too?
Yeah, we don't do our own taxes because we do have other businesses, so it's not just Yeah, we have other ventures. So yeah, we do have like a tax professional taking care of that for us. So yeah.
Okay. Good. All right, we'll take the next one.
I think we've kind of talked about the next question we had was like, what is your company's goals? And I think we've kind of talked about that throughout this session. So I don't know if you want to answer that, you want to skip it, because I feel like, you've talked about the history, you talked about where you want to go. So do you have anything in addition to the stuff we've already talked about?
No, I think it's really still the same thing, trying to provide a product that's accessible to everyone, while also providing them with the resources and the tools that they might need for whatever the issue is. So when it comes to hair care, can I do to make my hair softer, to make it more manageable? So provide the product, and as well as empowering people to be able to do these things by themselves. And maybe in the future we can start having classes, right, where I'm actually teaching you how to to be quite honest, it's not rocket science, to be quite honest. So
it's not rocket science, but in life, some things like you're like, man, I never knew this. It's easy, but you don't know. So if you don't know, it still seems really difficult.
Yeah. And even if you know, you might not have the time for it, right? So like I have to carve out time of my already no time. Like I go to sleep at like 4 or 5 a.m. most days, right? So like I make out time for this thing because it's something I love and it's something I really want to do, right? So yeah.
It's good.
I mean, I cut off my hair because of that time issue. I just didn't have time. But then I actually got, and I'll give you another plug here, I actually got sister locks now. And so when you have locks, you have to have a lock spray. So I'm like, what do I do for a lock spray? So I went on YouTube and they're like, okay, mix your oils with water and spray it. So I took my Orire Organics hair growth oil and I just mixed it with some water. And I just threw it in a spray bottle. So every day before I do anything, I just spray this. And it just makes it so much easier for me. Like my hair, because the oil, like she has some really good oils in there. So it just makes everything easy. Like I don't have to do anything anymore. Just wake up, spray, and go.
Oh, that's really nice. Thanks.
Yeah, and I love the fact of a class, right? I'll give you a tip that fathers, you can create a class for fathers to know how to take care of their sons and daughters' hair. That is definitely, even me, I'll be first in the class. So I'm still learning my own hair. All right, so I know we also touched on this, the uniqueness of your business, and we talked about differentiation to make you stand out, even though there's a ton of people in that same industry. Is there anything else that you see that you're trying to make unique? I know you're packaging, you're doing something different there, things like that. But what else would you say you're looking at? Maybe not to put all your secret sauce out there, but some things you've done to make yourself unique lately, if you can share.
Good. I think my uniqueness would really just be my personal touch. So I make, like Jimmy said earlier on, I make it about you. So like, even when I get some orders, sometimes I might actually email them and ask them like, oh, do you mind sharing a picture of what the issue is so that way I can know how to tell that product to you specifically. And then when I'm sending out things, it's always handwritten notes. Chicken scribbles. So I'll make sure I do that. So I think the uniqueness really will be me putting my own personal touch and if I see someone as a repeat customer, like I'm gonna let you know that I'm seeing you, like thank you again for coming back. So, really just the customer service and the personal touch, like just making it one-on-one. It's not about the money for me, to be quite honest. It's about me wanting people to get the best that they can get. So like on my WhatsApp, like I'm always there doing crusades. So there's an app called what's the name of Think Dirty or something, like Think Debt. Accents on it. But I think it's called
we'll write it in the description, guys. We'll get it and write it in the description.
So on that app you can type in different products that you're using, and then it'll actually show you like the like how dangerous it is, to be quite honest. So for example,
wow.
Johnson
I don't want to look at that website.
No, you should go. Like you should. Like at the beginning, like a few years ago, when I got that app, like most of everything in my bathroom was like 10 over 10. I'm like, Jesus, I have to start.
Wow.
So like it's a really good app. Like it will tell you. Plus, to be quite honest, everything you put on, what you're eating and what you're putting on your skin, it's some kind of effect on you, right? And that's you need to be very mindful of that, because you don't want things that will be disrupting your hormones. So, you have people being not having the period, you have people being infertile, like what's those things, right? So those are things you have to be mindful of. So again, even on TV, you're hearing about Johnson & Johnson, if you want to sue them, things like that, right? So why constantly hearing about this company? So we have to like actually wake up and doing our research and start thinking about, okay, no, this is not good for me. So let me see what else is out there that I can, make use of. And of course, they won't tell you it's not good for you. Again, like
right, and they'll market it. They'll market it like it's the best thing for you. And like speaking from the pharmacist aspect of this, like, like everything has a half-life, anything that you put on your body. So your body absorbs it. And let's say the half-life is 10 days. Every 10 days, it's going to reduce by half. But it's only going to reduce by half every time, which means forever it's in your system, even though it's so little. But it can pile up if you're using it every day. So it's just one of those things you just really need to consider with whatever you're eating, whatever you're putting on your skin. You're absorbing everything.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, now that you scared me from all the products I have.
Only shop Orire Organics. If it's not Orire Organics, you can't use it anymore, guys.
Well, I mean,
with that message, I think
we just need to be more mindful. That's it, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need that link or that app so we can check out. Okay. I guess there's one more powerful question that we have, and I think everyone can get a good message from this is, if you had one piece of advice, because everybody's trying to be inspired at some point in their life, right? For someone that's starting out, what would be that one piece of advice or a couple of advice that you would want to give?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it would be just one. Let me give you multiple.
I thought so, right?
So, like, one of the things I'll say is have like a solid plan of what it is you want to do, right? So don't just jump into the business. Don't do that. So have a solid plan. Where are you gonna be getting your supplies from? Do you have your vendors? Do you have everything set up? Are they be able to cater to what you need them to cater to? So make sure you've done your research and you have that ready. And then
can I interrupt you there for a second? I'm just going to interrupt because that's a very good thing that you said, because once a business has a bad name, it's hard to come back from it. So like she said, make sure you have your vendors, make sure you have all those things, because let's say you're like, you got one product from one random person, you start selling it or marketing it. And then when it comes time to, reproduce it, somebody, and you can't get, that's going to be bad for your name. And most times, once you've done one bad thing, I've had experiences where I'm like, maybe they've improved now, but I'm never going to go back based on my one experience that I had that wasn't good.
Yes, good. So you have to make sure you're ready. Implement what it is that you want to implement. And then once you've implemented your business, I will say don't give up if things are not like like you're not having orders coming like a million orders in a day, don't give up. It's gonna take they say Rome is not built in a day, right? So things it's gonna be, step by step. Like all these businesses that you're seeing that are booming, like it didn't happen overnight. Like it's gonna take, and then they probably have more revenue that you do, or more capital to put into the business compared to, you're a small business, it's just you. So don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself time to grow, and don't feel down if and then something else I'll say, like if you don't have family and friends supporting you, it's okay. Like the business is not just for family and friends, right? Think outside the box. Think about, how can I get my business out there? So like sometimes, like I have like really close auntie of mine that I wasn't even expecting to be supporting me. And she's like, every month she's buying like hundreds and hundreds. I'm like, wow, like this is and then there's friends like Shemi and people like, like her that are supporting, which is really nice. But then again, think outside of the box and think about how you can make your products like a global product, ready to be global. How can you make it national, right? So so make sure you have a good background, a good setup, and you're ready to start taking, to do your business and to start taking orders. And then the second thing is, don't feel bad, don't take it personal if business just booming overnight, right? It's gonna take time, it's gonna take some work. Just hang in there.
And a good segue to that is the fact that you guys might not know, but it takes about 2 years for any business to break even. So break even means like the time when you switch from, putting all your money in to start actually becoming profitable. So you might even be getting sales and revenue, but most people, putting it back into the business. You're still growing. So even though, money's coming in, you're really not making too much. So just once you get ready to start a business, be ready to invest at least 2 years before you start really seeing like, huge strides. And sometimes it'll take more than 2 years. For some people, it might take less. But if you have in your general mindset, like, okay, it usually takes approximately 2 years, that might help you not to feel discouraged, as quickly as you might if you're not getting where you think you should be.
Right. Yeah. I love that point, right? There are a lot of big businesses out there, or businesses that seem to have a whole bunch of sales, right? But they may have a lot of capital and debt that they're not really making profit, right? You as a small business that started with a small amount and really getting a good amount of sales, you might be making more profit. So don't let that, weigh you down. Just keep progressing, and everybody's got their own journey, right? And you just persevere and be determined. So that's good. And so one bonus question actually as well is, what will be some tools that will help people in their business? What are the right tools?
Yeah, so there are quite a few things out there that you can actually make use for your business. So like I mentioned, all those different platforms for ads. So you can go on Google, Instagram, Facebook to go do ads. And then if you want to create like graphics, you can go, there's something called canva.com. You can go make your graphics and do your flyers and make things look really nice. What else? And then there's so for pictures, so maybe you want to do like a quick edit on your phone, there's something called Photo Room. You can load that app, and then it will help you let's say you want to remove background, it will do it easily for you.
Is that free?
It's free.
I've been looking for something like that, so I just learned something. I had to get like the upgrade to Canva to do that, and I only did the free trial. I didn't want to pay for it anymore. Okay, that's good to know. Guys, we're going to link all these things in the description, all these tools, so that you can get a hold of it really quickly if you need to.
And then something else I'll say is, social media is going to be your friend, right? So making sure you're posting your business on Instagram and also on Facebook. And then when it comes to creating those contents, there's Facebook business creator suites where you can actually go in and set up your post. So you don't have to so you can actually set up your Instagram post ahead of time, months ahead. So you don't have to be in there every day. So you can plan ahead. So have your calendar ready and actually plan what content you want to posting.
Man, that's a lifesaver right there.
We're always stressing about like it, like you said about social media. Like sometimes I'm just like I'm tired, man. But even when I have energy, I do that. You know, that will save me from the times when I don't have the time.
Exactly. So just you set up everything and then you can schedule your post and then that business will get it done for you. So there's quite a lot of things out there. And then some people do like you can buy programs like ebooks where they will tell you different things. I personally don't have any, but then I know like there's this girl. I don't know her. It's she's Orire Organics. So I see like what she's posting about. She has 101 on branding or something, and I see
I think I've seen that.
Yeah. So there's things out there that you can look into of how you can make your business to be how you want it to be, the best that it can be. So yeah, just do your research and ask questions, right? So yeah.
Good. Very good. Well, thank you so much. I think this was very empowering. I mean, we learned a ton already.
We got educated.
So
if you want to show everyone that's watching just like what your website looks like, I've used it. It's very easy to use. I think there's even a place to put your birthday so that if you order around your birthday, like you get something as well. It's just a really easy to use website. So I don't know if you want to go ahead and just share with everyone watching.
Yes, let me do that. So this is the website. When you come in, like it's gonna ask you to like sign in and you get 10% off, and it's also free shipping for customers. So again, we're in the day and age of Amazon where everything is like free shipping and it's like so people still want things like that. So you have to think about how can you also incorporate things like that into your business, right? So when can you offer people free shipping? Is it when they spend $50 or $70? Like you always have to think about that, because at the end of the day, I start seeing like 100 people came to your website, 50 people added things into the cart, and then only 5 people actually checked out. So you have to start thinking, okay, what's going on? Why those 45 people don't check out?
Guys, I'm one of those people, I can put $200 worth of stuff in my cart. And if shipping is $5, I'm like, this is not worth
it. You know what I mean? I'm on the same page too. Like that like, I don't know. So yeah, think about strategies like that to make sales happen. So I do have the free shipping for when you spend $50. And this is what the website looks like. So I have things here, so you can click on the body and like the body butter, and that will take you to all body butter related items. And the hair will also take you to the hair. I have the face. I try to make it not too crowded and like straightforward and easy to use. And I'm African, I'm Nigerian, so I'm also trying to incorporate some Nigerian flavor into what I do. So I also offer like hairband where it's made out of it's not showing, but out of like Ankara and silk can prints basically. And then there's also hair bonnets where you can, get hair.
Yeah, I think I have one of your bonnets actually.
Yes. Yeah. You were my first customer, Shemi. Thank you. Supporting since day one, so thank you. So yeah, I try to put like an African flair into the website, but you can go on, like you can also go up here and you can, click on body and it will tell you, do you want to go into men or baby? And then soaps, I have different, soap, I have bath bombs, there's soak blend, I have shower steamers, like different things really. And then if you want to shop everything, like you want to see what everything looks like, just click on the shop all, and that will show you all the products we have. So we have the African black soap, liquid, bar soap, pajamas, and now I'm selling candles. I have like
awesome.
Yeah, soy scented soy candle. It's really good for you. Different things really. And this is our This is our Instagram. So we're also on Instagram and also on Facebook. And this is what the page looks like. So again, I try to post every day, but then again, if I know I'm gonna be very busy writing something, then which is not good. Like you should always be out there, but then I know when I post, I get a lot more sales. So I don't, I just try to
balance it.
At least you have the luxury to do that right now.
Yeah. And like, you know, one of the things I did for that also was me going into a retail store, because if I'm going into retail, I can make things ahead of time. So even if I'm not making a lot of sales on my website, I'm still making sales at those
From
stores.
being in the store, yeah.
About like almost 10 different African stores and also hair salons. So that's like one of my business strategies. So I don't constantly have to be there making products. Like I can buy it for a month on social media and then I'll still be making sales somewhere else. So anyways, yeah, this is what the Instagram looks like. Hopefully you guys will come interact with me and I'll be more than happy to, you know, answer any question. Like I have people in my DM all the time asking me, oh, auntie, and like, I don't know how they know that I'm Nigerian, but I guess the name Orire. So like in there telling me, auntie, my face is this way. I'm like, okay, what can we do? And things
My
like
first thing is like, I'm not your auntie. You can warn me.
So let's all be auntie to each other. So yeah. Well, I do. I want to say, Shemi and Ola, thank you so much for inviting me. This has been interesting. So I'm really grateful to be here. I know you guys are like multiple options of people you could have invited, but for it to be me, Okpe, and then Orire Organics, really thank you so much. And keep up what you're doing, guys. It's the fact that you guys are Christians and you're also talking about this like different aspects of life. So there's the financial aspect, relationship, there's kids. Like it's helping people out there for people to also see that you can have godly homes, right? You can have where, you know, the husband and wife can be doing things together. It doesn't have to be do your own, do my own. So keep it up, keep it going.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you. And we're privileged to also have you, you know, share your time with us. You know, we know you're a busy lady as well, but we definitely appreciate it. And we're so glad to be introduced to your website and your business.
Yeah, and y'all click. We're going to link her website in the description below. Check her out. I mean, you will not regret it. I can tell you that.
Yeah, thank you. And you know what? I think I'm gonna give your supporters a discount code. Yeah, so I'll also
Nice.
So you
Can I use the code for myself?
No, you get free. Your own is free.
That's awesome.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again, Okpe, for joining us. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. You know we're bringing you all sorts of things to help you actually win in your relationships, your lifestyle, and your finances. And we'll talk to you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.